my name is Jamie Matias, and my audience member today is my husband, William. And even though my core audience is women in committed relationships, I believe the men in these committed relationships would benefit from hearing my speech too. Thank you. Love with confidence, why every woman should have a financial plan B. I want you to imagine something for a second. Imagine waking up tomorrow and finding out that your entire life has changed. Maybe your relationship ended unexpectedly. Maybe your spouse lost their job, became seriously ill, or even passed away. Now imagine realizing that you don't have any money saved in your own name and you don't know how the bills get paid, and you have no idea where important financial documents are. Most of us don't like to think about situations like that because we believe the people we love will always be there. And hopefully they will be, but life doesn't always go according to plan. Today I want to persuade you that every woman should have a financial plan B. Not because relationships are meant to fail, but because life is unpredictable. This topic matters whether you're single, dating, engaged, or married. None of us can predict what tomorrow will bring. After researching this topic through reports from the Federal Reserve and studies on financial well-being and economic abuse, I realized that having a backup financial plan isn't about expecting the worst. It's about respecting yourself enough to be prepared. I also bring a personal perspective as someone who experienced divorce and had to rebuild financial stability while finding my way forward. Today I will discuss why unexpected life changes make financial preparation necessary, why financial independence gives women security and confidence, and how every woman can begin building a financial plan B. First, let's talk about why this even matters. No one starts a relationship expecting it to end. Nobody walks down the aisle thinking about divorce, but relationships sometimes end because of divorce, illness, job loss, financial hardships, and even death. Those things don't only happen to other people. They happen to families every single day. According to the Federal Reserve's 2025 report on the economic well-being of U.S. households, only about 55% of adults said that they had enough emergency savings to cover 3 months of expenses. That means nearly half of Americans would struggle financially if something unexpected happened. And women were even less likely than men to report having that level of savings. Now imagine going through a breakup or losing a spouse while also worrying about how you're going to pay rent, buy groceries, or keep the lights on. That's why having a plan B isn't negative. Think about it this way. We wear seatbelts every time we drive. We buy health insurance and car insurance. We don't do these things because we expect something terrible to happen. We do them because we understand that life is unpredictable. Preparing financially is no different. Now that we've talked about why preparation is important, let's talk about what financial independence actually means. Sometimes when people hear the phrase financial independence, they assume it means keeping secrets from your partner or trying to prove that you don't need anyone. That's not what I'm talking about. Financial independence simply means that you understand your finances and have the ability to support yourself if life suddenly changes. It means having your own emergency savings. It means knowing your credit score. It means understanding where your money goes each month and knowing where important financial documents are kept. Research also shows that financial independence can provide protection. Johnson and her colleagues studied 425 women who had experienced intimate partner violence and found that financial safety planning helped women prepare to make decisions that supported their safety and independence. One reason this matters is because of something called economic abuse. Economic abuse doesn't always involve physical violence. It can include controlling a woman's access to money, preventing her from working, taking her income, creating a debt in her name, or excluding her from important financial decisions. When someone controls another person's finances, it can make leaving an unhealthy relationship incredibly difficult. A systematic review concluded that economic abuse threatens women's financial independence and overall well-being, while financial empowerment strategies can reduce economic violence and improve long-term outcomes. Even outside of abusive relationships, financial knowledge creates confidence and gives women more choices throughout their lives. When both partners understand the household finances, make informed decisions together, and each have the ability to contribute if necessary, relationships often become stronger, not weaker. Being with someone because you choose to be there is very different from staying because you feel financially trapped. That brings me to my final point. The good news is that creating a financial plan doesn't require making six figures or having thousands of dollars in the bank. It starts with small, realistic steps. Start by putting aside whatever you can into emergency savings accounts. Even $20 a paycheck adds up over time. Monitor your credit, pay your bills on time, and understand which financial accounts are connected to your name. Keep copies of important documents like your identification, insurance information, bank account details, tax records, and housing documents somewhere safe and easy to access. Keep your resume updated even if you love your current job. Continue investing in yourself by learning new skills or taking classes that make you more valuable in the workforce. Research found that financial literacy education combined with access to savings opportunities improve people's financial knowledge, planning skills, and savings behaviors. Their research reminds us that financial preparedness isn't something that you're born knowing. It is a skill that anyone can learn. It's also important to understand your household finances. Know how the bills are paid, what insurance policies you have, how much debt your household carries, and where important financial records are stored. And don't forget to build a support system. Friends, families, mentors, and professional connections can be just as valuable as money during difficult times. Some people may argue that having a financial plan B means you don't trust your partner. I respectfully disagree. Preparing for uncertainty doesn't weaken a relationship, it demonstrates responsibility. In fact, I believe the healthiest relationships are built on trust, honesty, teamwork, and choice. Having a plan B doesn't mean you're planning to leave. It simply means you're planning to be okay no matter what life brings. As I wrap up, remember the three things we've talked about today. First, life can change unexpectedly. Second, financial independence provides security, confidence, and freedom. And finally, every woman can begin creating a financial plan B through small practical steps like saving consistently, building good credit, understanding household finances, keeping important documents accessible, and continuing to invest in herself. I'll leave you with this thought. A financial plan B does not weaken love or commitment. It ensures that a woman remains in a relationship because she chooses to be there and not because she cannot afford to leave. Thank you.